Hey, what is going on, guys? Here again talking about The Last of Us Part 2. I wanted to make another video further discussing about The Last of Us Part 2's factions. We know Naughty Dog is currently developing a new factions multiplayer experience. After announcing on Outbreak Day there would not be a multiplayer mode in The Last of Us Part 2. And then shortly a few hours later, Naughty Dog made a statement addressing that by saying, "You will eventually experience the fruit of our team's online ambition, but not as part of The Last of Us Part 2, due to the team focusing on its large-scale single-player campaign." I want to discuss a bit more on some new features that could be coming to Part 2's Factions multiplayer, and when I believe Part 2's faction will be released. For starters, it's known by now that most of the storyline for The Last of Us Part 2 got leaked before the game's release, back around the start of April and also by the start of May. It impacted Naughty Dog and its developers negatively, and I sincerely hope the best for the team after having to deal with that negativity towards a game they've put their soul and time into making. With the leaks releasing out onto the internet, most of it was its stories and cutscenes, but there was also some leaked multiplayer footage and screenshots that got its way onto the internet as well. I won't be showing any footage because Sony has been taking the videos down after the videos have been resurfacing again as of recently, and I don't want this video to get taken down as well. And just to clarify, all I'm about to show you is currently in development, so things in The Last of Us Part 2's factions can be changed or scrapped by its final release. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Alright, the footage is dated to be from March 2020, after Naughty Dog made a statement of no factions multiplayer being in The Last of Us Part 2. The leaked footage showcases a brand new 2v2 PvP mode called Encounter Duos. No explanation on what exactly the mode is all about, but the leaked footage has many speculations on what this new mode could be about, from people stating it's a brand new co-op mode in Last of Us Factions, or even a possible Battle Royale mode. Why a Battle Royale mode, you're asking? Well, the footage shows similar Battle Royale scoring icons like total kills and total players left in the match, a compass mechanic showing the players which direction they're heading into, a new type of health bar icon with a health cross on the left side, and even a new gas mask icon, which could indicate that this mode will have various areas of the map filled with spore zones where a gas mask will be needed when entering these spore areas of the map. If one of these modes turn out to be real, it seems Naughty Dog is definitely trying to branch into new options for Part 2's factions, with either a possible co-op mode and a Battle Royale mode in the same game, which I'm totally up for. With the new additions of game modes, I'm hoping the team does bring back some of the classic modes like Supply Raid or Survivor, but I highly doubt that the team wouldn't forget about those modes. But anyways, let's keep going on. So it will have multiple days that you can skip and restart. It's hard to know what exactly this could mean, but I like to assume this will follow the same approach as the story with day 1, day 2, and day 3, and it'll change into different levels or weathers, but it's hard to tell what exactly this can mean. There's a character select screen with Seraphites and WLF options, which makes total sense with the current Last of Us Part 2 storyline. The WLF and Scars going against each other of this never-ending war in Seattle. You can set up and do private matches, which is a pretty obvious one, just like any other previous Naughty Dog game before The Last of Us and Uncharted. And lastly, some factions multiplayer maps are from the story, implying that we will get certain locations from The Last of Us Part 2 story as multiplayer maps. As of which ones, we currently don't know, but I'd like to assume some locations of Seattle, possibly the school or Santa Barbara to say the least. It states some from Part 2 story because there's been more footage implying that The Last of Us Part 2's factions will also be getting The Last of Us 1 multiplayer maps. In some leaked videos, some videos have been featuring unfinished classic maps like Lakeside and Checkpoint as possible returns for Part 2's multiplayer. If so, that gets me very excited. The Last of Us 1's faction had some of the best multiplayer maps. I'd love to see a return of Billstown and even Water Tower set in The Last of Us Part 2's time. You know, like 5 years later if the maps are returning in The Last of Us Part 2's factions. Now with all this early development photos and footage of The Last of Us Part 2's factions, when will Naughty Dog be releasing or giving us information on the multiplayer? Well, we're currently at the beginning of August, but next month is going to be a big month in September. September is the month of Outbreak Day next month. If you don't know what Outbreak Day is a celebration day for The Last of Us. Outbreak Day is a day to celebrate all things Last of Us on the day the outbreak happened on September 26th. Naughty Dog has been celebrating this day every year with new Last of Us merchandise, behind the scene videos, and news on The Last of Us, just like last year's Outbreak Day where we got the release day trailer for The Last of Us Part 2. Outbreak Day is arriving late next month, and Naughty Dog will surely have some stuff to show. It could either be a brand new update on Grounded mode finally coming to The Last of Us Part 2, or also a chance of getting our first look at the Part 2's Factions multiplayer if it's ready to be shown. If not, then we could still see it at another event later this year, like the PS5 State of Play event, and if it's just too early to be shown, then definitely sometimes later next year. As I said before, all this is still in development, so everything I've shown could be scrapped or changed by its release. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this insightful video on The Last of Us Part 2's Factions. I'll keep you guys updated as soon as we get more information on it, and hopefully more information on Outbreak Day. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next one.